G'day football fans and welcome back to episode 5 of our Sevilla Rebuild here on Dylan on the Ball. Today we are taking on Tottenham in the second leg of our Champions League round of 16 tie. That's a lot of words in a row. There's been about 6 or 7 games since you were last here, plenty to catch you up on that front. We haven't yet had that glorious youth intake that we're waiting so keenly on. That'll be covered next video, I suppose, because it usually comes at the end of March. And I think we'll go beyond these sorts of games against Betis and Sociedad that you can see here on the fixtures list. Couple of things to cover since you were last here. As you see, Thomas Tuchel is the coach of Tottenham, which is, I guess that's the first bit of weirdness. The second bit, if we go to Barcelona, they've sacked Xavi. They managed to sack Xavi. Here he is, unemployed manager. He didn't last too long. They've got Oscar Lopez in. I'm not sure if he's the manager or if he's he's caretaker manager, there you go. While they're looking for someone probably more, I guess, high profile. We haven't yet been touted with being a possible replacement for him, but with doing this well in our first season in charge, not having spent any money, it wouldn't be long before someone's calling up Ruben Minet's phone and we might have to answer that call. I'm not sure, we'll see. That'll be a bridge to cross when we get to it. As for the squad, I've got it sorted by their average rating here. Rakitic has absolutely come in bang hot in form since he's come back from his injury and he has, been able to consistently perform. Other than that, we do have Goodell's very unhappy and wanting to leave, but he leaves in 3 months' time anyway. We've also got Dolberg, unhappy because he hasn't been playing, and I genuinely, Casper, I just don't care. I do not. I don't know why Dimitrovic isn't unhappy. And also don't really understand why Lamela isn't unhappy, but then if you look at his performances, surely he'd understand why he's not playing, I guess? Surely it'd be a very short conversation where he'd go, mate, what's happening? And I'd go, well, you got the worst average rating in the squad, Eric. That's it. That's the end of the convo. We've managed to turn things around with a couple of players. Marcos Acuna was unhappy. That's a relevant concern, which you'll have to address next season, but he was unsure about me because he didn't think I, had the backing of the squad sort of thing, but he's turned that around. He's no longer unhappy. Of course, Oliver no longer unhappy. Acuna's just injured for a couple of weeks, so he will miss this one. Januzaj is unhappy also with his playing time, but he's been horrible. So that's probably why you haven't played, Adnan. He does look quite good. It's just not translating, which is a shame because he's probably one of our better players, and he's not one of our older players. Get out of it. As for the results since you were last here, the last video was this game here against Real Madrid, where it was a 1-1 draw. We've then gone on to beat Tottenham 2-1 in our home leg, so we start today's trip away to the London Stadium with a 2-1 lead, hoping to maintain that, hoping to, frustrate them and hit them on the counter maybe. We've then gone, we had a great run between this Spanish Cup match and the most recent game against Valladolid. They've probably beaten us because I can't say their name. And Naziri got the scoring underway. We then conceded 2 goals and it wasn't great. Oh no, he got the second goal. That's right, Sergio Guardiola, who used to play for Adelaide United, I think. Yes, here we go. He played a season for Adelaide United. Scored first. It was one of those stupid ones on this FM. Can I click that? No. Well, brilliant. Would be good if I could just click the number there instead of having to click here to then click the number. You know what I mean? Anyway, it was one of those stupid ones where it's a long ball, your defender just sort of stops and lets them to run through on it, and then he scores. It was stupid, especially coming off the back of, 2 great results, like a 3-0 win over Cadiz, a 5-0 win over Mallorca, where it was 4-0 at half-time. This game against Valencia came before the last video, so you don't care. I was going to say how huge a win it was, but it doesn't matter right now. What matters is this game against Tottenham. It was a defensive error from Marcel, I think, actually, that let Heung Min Son in for that one. Looking at the remainder of the season, we've only got about... oh, wow, it goes into June, so we've got 3 months left. What? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going insane. Depending on how this one goes, we might just sort of start to really skip through, and I think what we'll do is, depending on how this one goes, we'll skip through to the Barcelona and then the end of the season, maybe in the... I don't know. We'll see. That's in the future, though. Today is all about this big one at the London Stadium against Tottenham. The London Stadium? I'm thinking about West Ham. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm sorry. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm absolutely off my face with caffeine, which is good. Let's head through to the lineups where we're going to match their formation. Play our 3 at the back. We're a little bit light on at centre-back with Goodell's being not registered for this competition. We've then also got an injured Acuna and a slightly injured Marcel, who's, back in the lineup or on the bench anyway, but not from the start. We've also got Nyonzu, who's a bit off the pace, but he will be starting this one. Playing the 3 at the back so that we can match up with their formation. They're playing like a 3-4-2-1. I think I could just click this button. So they're playing 3 at the back, 4 across this holding sort of midfield area with Basuma on the right wing back, which seems like an odd thing to do. Like, why have you bought him if that's what you're going to do? Play him there instead of Ollie Skip and bugger him off. I suppose you'd need a decent right back for that, like Emerson Royale, or, someone actually decent. We're trying to match up with them, make sure that we hold our own across this sort of backline area with Tellers, Fernando and Navas, but then also be able to play a little bit. I'll actually just swap those two over because I think Jordan's probably a little bit better defensively than Oliver, and Oliver's probably a better Mazzala, so it all works out in the end. Should we bring on En-Nesyri? Nah, we'll go with Rafamir from the start, see how he gets on. If we need the help of En-Nesyri, he's there on the bench, of course, as is Isco and Corona and Suso, and plenty of attacking help. It's at the back that we gotta hope that we don't get an injury, really, because I think that will be bad news bears. Let's head on through. Montiel, whatever, it is what it is. Here we go. Definitely nervous about this one, but also, quietly confident, because, from my perspective, playing on the counter and sort of trying to be solid defensively sort of suits a side playing against a Thomas Tuchel side, because from memory of him at Chelsea anyway, it was quite boring and slow when teams were sitting and trying to, with Chelsea we're trying to break teams down. So we're going to hope to be that team today that's annoying to break down and they get frustrated, and then hit them on the counter, really. Alrighty, we are underway. They've already swapped around Kane and Kulusevski for some reason. Whack it in courage early on here. Again, just hoping really to hold them out, frustrate, and just get through. It doesn't really matter the score, doesn't matter how pretty it is or anything. I just want to get through. A little bit of extra money, a little bit of extra hype around the squad, that sort of thing. Hopefully get to play someone big next round, and then that'll do us, really. It's been a good run. This isn't our competition anyway. Sevilla's built to win the bloody Europa League, aren't we? 20 minutes in, not much happening. We'll go with another encourage just to keep the vibes up. Why not? 2 shots now for Tottenham. They're starting to turn the screw a little bit. No chances as yet, which is lovely. Looking so far. Can we change? What's on here? What's visualizations? Oh, Sevilla pass map. That's gorgeous. Oh, it's kind of disappointing, to be completely honest. Oh, we've got our first highlight. Fraser Forster in goal. That's a weird one. Didn't even clock that. Oliver tackling Kulusevski there. Now we may look to put this forward for Rafamir, but cut out by Romero. Now Tottenham look to bring it forward. Rekic, Fernando. Oh god, it's just scary, isn't it? Montiel for Oliver. Oliver, good through ball for Navas. Navas in behind. Can he find someone? Can he score? Rafamir can. Yes, the selection was justified. Get in. It's 3-1 to Sevilla on aggregate. That's the good stuff. Take that, you spuds. Good ball by Oli Torres in behind for Navas, who gets through, shoots straight at Fraser Forster. Deflects to Rafamir. We take a nice 1-0 lead, half an hour in. Let's go with another encourage. What a game this is, man. How good are we? 37% possession and we're dominating. We are too good. I don't really understand this pass map. I gotta be honest, because it only shows a couple of the passes, really. What positions are they showing? Also, why is my formation looking like? What's happening? Oh, we're getting a bit deeper though, I don't like that. Gomez is taking a knock. We might look to take him off at halftime, looking at how horrid he looks. But going in 1-0, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Haven't even given up a highlight yet, which do not hate one bit. Yep, we'll just keep the spirits high so that we can hopefully just keep our noses in front. Go to the tactics. I think we'll take off Papu for... Yeah, we'll go with Isco. And we'll go back and tell... Can we tell Isco how much we love him? Yeah, Isco, love ya. Let's do it. Get into the second half. I'm assuming Tottenham will probably try to pile on the pressure as this half goes on. They'll try to get forward and, I don't know, maybe go to a 4 at the back. maybe, I don't know. It's weird to see Langley, or whatever, in the middle with Dyer out this side. It's not conducive, it doesn't, don't like it. What I do like is that we've gone 55 minutes without a Tottenham highlight. I mean, I might eat my words here as this one starts. Alex Telles on the ball, plays it forward for Isco. Isco to Jordan. Big long ball over the top for Oli Torres. He scored! Absolutely unreal. It's 2-0 to our Sevilla side. We're getting through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, lads. This is incredible. Isco plays it back to Jordan. Jordan, a huge ball over the top for Oli Torres, in behind Eric Dyer, who I was just saying shouldn't be in that spot. I'm a genius. Forster can't keep it out. We're lucky that Lloris is injured. But, I mean, you can only beat those who are in front of you. I mean, I guess. It's 2-0, 4-1 on aggregate. This is easy peasy. Hopefully we get a good team in the next round as well. We get like a, I don't know who's through at this point, like Sporting Club Portugal or someone like that. I don't know, man. We'll see. Might look to make a change shortly here. Getting to about 70 minutes in. Yeah, let's start to freshen things up a little bit. Navas can come off for... Navas can come up... Yeah, Corona hasn't played much recently, so he can come on. We'll also bring on Delaney at centre-back, because I think he is rather good defensively, and with a couple of people around him, like experienced Montiel and Rekic, I think we might be alright. We'll also... No, we can't take him off, can we? Can't take Tellez off because old mate is injured. And in terms of midfield changes, well, yeah, let's bring on... We should probably bring on Rakitic, shouldn't we? Oliver's doing well. So bring off Jordan, even though he also was having a pretty decent game. That'll do us for now. We've got a couple of subs left. Or no, we've only got one sub left after that. So maybe later on we'll bring En-Nesyri on and hope to really put them out of their misery. 15 minutes to go-ish, or a bit over 15 minutes. Having not conceded a highlight to Tottenham is pretty unreal. I very much don't understand the pass map. I think it's more confusing than it is helpful at this point. And that's probably my... I was going to say negligence. That's not the word I mean. Good tackle by Oli Skip, but Delaney with the interception as they look to spring the counter. Rekic now... Oh, Debus. Does well under pressure. Tellez now absolutely through. Finds Rafa Mir. He's offside, surely. I think that's an offside. Not going to celebrate that as being a goal, even though we're already far and away. It doesn't matter. I think it's an offside. No, it's counted. You're kidding. What football this is? Alex Tellez. Is he onside? How is he onside there? That's smoke and mirrors. That is absolutely crazy. Rafa Mir with another goal. He's absolutely sensational. It is 3-0, 5-1 on aggregate. And what I was saying about bloody, what's his face? Thomas Tuchel, and not being good at breaking down teams that sit and break on them. It's proof is in the pudding, man. It's right here for all to see. We've got one sub left. Who do we bring on? Let's bring on Eric Lamela for Oliver, because Oliver's been sensational, so I'll let him have a bit of a rest and come back and play in the next game, I guess. There we go, through to the next round. This is incredible. I was not expecting this season to, really be this good. I guess the Spanish Cup was pretty rubbish, but to be second in the league at this stage and progressing through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League without having done any transfers at all, tactical genius, that's all I can say. A couple of minutes to go here, 3-0 away win, so far anyway. Who knows, we might get more. Loving life, only a couple of minutes to go. Emphatic win, kept Tottenham quiet as heck. We're just built different, Tom, I'm sorry mate. So here you see a confirmation of our 5-1 aggregate win over Tottenham. In the next round, we, at this stage, could draw Frankfurt, who knocked out Milan, which is pretty decent. We had them in the group stage, though. Or was that in... Am I going insane? Was that in this, or was that in Juventus? They're crossing paths now. It's hideous. We could get them, Frankfurt, Liverpool, or Madrid so far, and then one of... Bayern Munich, Atletico, that's a great tie. Porto and Bayer Leverkusen, I love that. Chelsea, Barcelona, or Man City, yeah. Probably wouldn't like Barcelona or Chelsea or Man City. Not keen on any of those, but happy to be there. Just happy to be there. We've exceeded our expectations. Very, very happy to be there. Happy to be, making a difference with the success this team hasn't had in real life to where they are now under my tutelage. Next video, we'll come back for this game against Barcelona. I don't think we didn't cover a Barcelona game earlier this season, did we? No, I think we skipped over this period and went straight through to Real Madrid maybe, and we just skipped over. I think that's what happened. Anyway, we'll come back for Barcelona here away at Camp Nou, the Spotify Camp Nou. They've not registered Rafinha for some reason. He must be pissed, surely. Are you loving life? Oh, he's injured. Oh, I see. Okay, wait, how injured are you, my guy? Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Yep, probably fair to unregister him then and take advantage of that spot. Anyway, we'll come back for that one. We've got a bunch of games there between now and then, including 2 ties against someone in the Champions League. So when we come back, you'll know if we've made a semi-final or whether the quarterfinal is where we met our maker, I guess. What? Is that even a saying? I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys very, very much for watching today's game. Make sure you do subscribe down below. Leave us a like if you enjoyed it. You must have if you've made it to this part, especially if you're just hearing me waffle on now. Kudos to you, I guess. Comment what you thought of the video, what you think we should do going through the next season. We'll obviously need another centre-back with Godelj going, and we'll only have 3 left with Marçal, Nyonzu and Rekic. So we'll definitely need another one in there somewhere. But that'll sign us off for today's game. Until next time, when we go again against a Xavi Barca. Peace.